Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to LeggLife. You guys, I am so excited to share today's adventure with you because we are taking the Alaskan Railroad right here from our home in Anchorage, Alaska, 12 hours north to the town of Fairbanks. Now, here's the thing. We have driven to Fairbanks, we have flown to Fairbanks, we've taken an RV to Fairbanks, but we have never taken the train all the way to Fairbanks. It is going to be quite the adventure. The Alaskan Railroad does it only a few days a week in the winter. We'll talk more about the whole experience. And here's the thing. There is a chance in Fairbanks this weekend we experience the coldest temperatures we've ever experienced. I grew up in Alaska. I've lived here since I was 3 years old. There is supposed to be a wind chill of potentially 55 degrees below zero in Fairbanks. So we've got our winter gear packed. We are ready to go. This is actually a work trip. So myself and Allison and Sherri Beth is coming with us this weekend. It's gonna be super exciting to have my lovely, lovely wife with us as we head up on the railroad and then fly back on Monday. But I'm gonna document the entire train experience through Alaska in the winter in absolutely frigid temperatures for all of you. All right, friends, let's go. We've got our suitcase right here. We're actually bringing two bags. There's this one that has Sherri's clothes on this side, my clothes on that side. And then we have another smaller suitcase with like my big winter boots, that kind of stuff. We have made it here to the downtown Anchorage train depot for the Alaskan Railroad. We've got our bags. This one is actually all snacks. Basically brought an entire charcuterie board for the train. Let's go inside, get checked in. We are all checked in. It is packed in here, you guys. Look at how many people are here for the train ride. Oh my goodness. They do have like a gift shop over there in the depot. You can get Alaskan Railroad stuff. They also have a coffee stand right here if you want to get a pre-trip coffee. Sherri Beth, how you feeling about this 12-hour train ride? Excited?
I am excited.
It's early. Train's gonna be boarding in about 10 minutes. Here is the route we are going from Anchorage up through Wasilla, Talkeetna, Hurricane Gulch, Denali. 12 hours. About 8 p.m. tonight, we'll be arriving in Fairbanks. We just got the all aboard call. We are making our way outside to train car B. Here we are on the train. Two seats. Actually looks pretty comfortable. Probably gonna be leaving here in a few minutes. We did bring this for the train crew. Just a little snack. It's the holidays. They deserve something special too.
So it's Aurora Winter Train. You might be getting a little tired of hearing this voice. This is Tim once again. I spoke to you in the depot, but before we get underway, there's a few safety items we need to cover.
So we are maybe a half an hour into our journey on the Alaskan Railroad, and the sun is just starting to light up the sky. You can see we still got the moon in the sky above us. There's not been much to see just because it's been dark, but we're starting to get a little bit of light now. Currently between two train cars. Let's see what's over here on this side. Looks like we've got a freight train parked over there. I think now we're going to head back to our seats.
Off to our right, tucked away way back in those mountains. You can't actually see it, but there's the Matanuska Glacier hiding back there as well.
Well, we are in the town of Wasilla. We just left the Wasilla depot, dropped off a few people, picked up a few people. You can see by the grass, the wind is blowing like crazy today. So from here, we will leave the town of Wasilla, kind of the last sort of urban area. And we're heading to the town of Talkeetna, which will be the next stop in, just a couple of hours, I would say.
I'm being told also that there's a moose on the left somewhere. And there sounds like our engineers have spotted a moose on the left somewhere.
I can't.
So the car here at the very back of the train is totally empty. And so I'll kind of show you, this is sort of the setup. You can see two seats. They do recline. There's no table or anything there. However, at the front of the train, at the front of the car, there are these seats of 4 that have tables. So we brought some games to play. We brought some Christmas cards to do a little bit later. So we might come back here, grab one of these. So we have a table. And it's nice because it's totally empty, so it'll be easy to get. And we've just been hanging out, we've been reading, I got a couple videos edited, we've been watching out the window, we've seen multiple moose. Denali is out, so we'll get views of that. I'll show you on the vlog a little bit later. So far it's been a really great experience. Sherri's currently taking a nap, so you know it's a good experience when Sherri's taking a nap. Well, you can tell that Denali is out. Everybody on the left side of the train. Let's see if we can get some shots of it. Are you having the most fun?
The most fun.
You've done some reading.
I took a nap.
You took a nap. Saw Denali. Did you see any of the moose?
No.
We just got off the train here in Talkeetna. Sherri did not get off the train in Talkeetna. You can see her waving there. It is windy, it is cold, but wanted a little bit of fresh air. So on the different cars, they have these different like info placards. So as you're walking around, take time to just learn a little bit about the Alaska Railroad. This one's talking about some of the timber trestle bridges that the railroad crosses. And this is the bistro car. So they have a dining car, I think is one more, but the bistro is like the just grab and go stuff. So they have juices, chocolate milks, waters, you can see sandwiches, wraps, different things like that. They've even got popcorn over here.
Cabins you'll see right off. Some of them are even 3-ish miles off of the track.
So the section of track we're in right now is actually really unique. We're in the flag stop section. This is a section of track just outside of Talkeetna where there are lots of cabins, people who live kind of off-grid out here away from people, but the railroad is basically their lifeline. So they can flag down the train will stop, they can get on, or there's people that will basically tell the conductor and the crew here what mile they want let off at, and they will get off. So they can get supplies to their cabin. It's kind of the only lifeline because there's no roads out here, there's no other access other than the railroad.
On the Hurricane Turn Train. Now that Hurricane Turn Train is basically a mixture of our Denali Star with our
time has come. It is lunch reservation time. We just sat down and here's what the menu looks like. Buffalo chili, smoked salmon chowder, and we got salads, chicken melts, penne bolognese, chickpea masala, ooh, a pot roast. All right, our food got delivered. I got the pot roast, came with potatoes, green beans, and a roll. Sherri got the bolognese, which has
Reindeer.
It's reindeer and beef. That looks really good, actually. And I've got to say, the lunch view from the train, pretty amazing as well. We are crossing over the Hurricane Gorge right now, the Hurricane Bridge. It just said it's 296 feet to the bottom. Look at that. That is so far down. We've been on the train for a number of hours, and the views just do not get old. Look at that, the river down below. Well, you can see that nap time continues. Sherri Beth is sleeping. We just pulled into Denali, the Denali station. It is currently 17 degrees below zero. Hi, there's me. I'm gonna step off the train, get some fresh air, stretch my legs for a couple of minutes, and then the next stop after this will be Fairbanks. It is 4:12 p.m. The sun is set already. You can see we've got the train cars all that way. Quite a few people on the train, and I gotta tell you, 17 below. I step outside, take one breath in, and your nose hairs just freeze instantly. I think she is right there. You can see her little pillow sleeping. Right there. Oh man, the wind. It is cold. All right, back on the train. Got some fresh air. The cold woke me up. Ready for the last few hours to Fairbanks. Okay, so I've got to show you guys this. This is crazy. The emergency exit. It is so cold outside. The window is frozen. In fact, they said that they've had a couple sinks freeze. So, you know you're on the winter train when. I want to show you the temperature outside right now. 13 below. Real feel, negative 34. Okay, so we're getting closer and closer to Fairbanks. But I want to show you this. How cold it is. Like between the cars. That's crazy. Well, we have reached civilization again. The lights of Fairbanks. We'll be pulling into the depot here probably in, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. We have made it to the Fairbanks train depot. Goodbye, frosty window. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This isn't that cold. It's actually not that bad. Here in the train depot, the baggage claim is kind of all the way at the very end, and so everybody's sort of huddled around waiting for their bags to come out. All of our suitcases made it. All right, friends, we are at our hotel. We're staying at the Westmark here in Fairbanks. And I want to do a quick wrap up of the train ride, the 12-hour train ride north from Anchorage to Fairbanks.
Yeah.
It is a 45-minute flight. It is roughly a 6-hour drive. It is a much longer train ride.
Correct.
Sherry Beth,
yes.
I want to know your thoughts. What did you think of it?
It was not as long. I mean, it was as long, but I didn't feel as long as I thought it would.
I agree.
We brought a bunch of games that we never played.
Yeah.
I finished a book. I took 2 naps.
Yeah.
It was great.
Liked it more, less?
I liked it more than I thought I would. I would do it again.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I was concerned that I was going to get stir crazy, and I never really did.
I mean, you did get up and...
I got up and walked around a bunch.
Walked around because you can't sit still.
No, but I really enjoyed it. A couple things I will say, though. So obviously we did this in the winter. One of the big draws is the scenery. It is breathtaking. I mean, it's some of the most beautiful in the world.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
However, remember, during the winter, it gets dark. The sun doesn't rise early, and it gets dark early.
Right, so it's a short little window.
Where you could actually see the scenery.
Yeah.
So it was probably, I'd say, an hour outside of Anchorage that the sun was up and we could like see things. And then right as we were in Denali, you guys remember that in Denali the sun was setting. So everything after Denali we didn't really get to see.
Yeah.
So in the winter it's beautiful, but a lot of the ride like brings stuff to do because a lot of the ride you're not looking at, you can't see out the window.
Right.
And there's not like onboard entertainment. And so just know that if you're doing it in the winter, the window to see everything is much smaller.
Right.
Whereas in the summertime, when it's like the midnight sun, you'll be able to see the scenery the entire time.
Yeah.
So that was one thing I think to keep in mind if you're looking at doing this in the winter. I am glad that we're doing the train up and flying home. I feel like that's a good way to do it.
I think so too. Also, it was cold the whole time on the train car. So like I took off my jacket one time, and it's just because I had to use the restroom and I didn't want to carry my jacket into there. But otherwise, like I had my full jacket on the entire train ride, so it was cold.
Yeah, it was, so keep that in mind. The food was good. We had lunch. We brought snacks for breakfast. We brought snacks for dinner. But the food was great. The bar service was great. The staff was amazing.
Staff was great.
Yeah, so really, really great. Glad we did it. 100% with you. Would do it again.
Yeah.
So friends, there you go. There was our experience taking the Alaskan Railroad from Anchorage to Fairbanks in the middle of winter. It was. I
am glad that we are not taking it back tomorrow.
Me too.
I feel like that. Like,
that would be
that's really long back-to-back days.
Yep.
But I would totally do it again.
Yep. Got to see Denali. Perfect, beautiful day. What more could you want? So friends, there you go. We love you. Thanks for hanging out with us on our very, very long train ride. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.